Hi, welcome back to Cross the Globe. Should wait for the train to go by. My name is Stephanie. This is Channel About Crossage, and this is the final part 3 of our YouTube Destash. Now, I thought I was going to be coming to you only with patterns that hadn't sold on Instagram. I thought I was going to be trying to show you every pattern that didn't sell on Instagram. But actually, I found a folder of patterns that I had not listed on Instagram or shown you guys. And then I also picked up some stuff at a thrift. I picked up like 3 things at a thrift store today that I didn't put up on Instagram. And then I pulled some of the stuff that didn't sell on Instagram, but it was just honestly, frankly, like too many things. So I have a giant pile of stuff to show you guys. Is it absolutely every single pattern that I have that is not sold? No. And that's okay. It just means that once I get all the stuff that's sold out the door and the stuff that didn't sell gets all organized, and I'll know like, okay, well, what did I never even list? And I'll start, the clock will start counting down for the next Destash probably in a couple months, but not, I hope I never have enough stuff to do on this size where I need like a whole week to do everything, more than a week. But okay, let's dive in. So the way that this is going to work is I'm posting this on Saturday. I'm not sure what time it's going to go up Saturday. It's already kind of late in the afternoon. I'm going to take orders until midnight Pacific time on Sunday. So I know that's only 24 hours to go through the stuff, but I have to start shipping these envelopes, and I wanted to give you guys a chance to see what was on Instagram. I know some of you who are on Instagram and YouTube saw some of the stuff, but some of it is different. And then if you don't have Instagram at all, I would say it's a pretty fair representation of what was up there. For the most part, in terms of vintage patterns, like there's still a lot of really good stuff, and some of my favorite patterns didn't sell. So I think it's pretty good. We're going to do the same thing that we did last time, which is I'm going to give you a keyword, and that's the keyword you're going to use to comment. Comment as you go, because other people will be watching the video too, and the first person to comment that keyword gets it, and I will reply yours. The next person to reply, I'll reply in line. People do drop out, especially on the YouTube stuff, so definitely claim a spot in line if you want one. And then once I've replied to all of your comments, you can email me at this email address, your mailing address and what you claim that was yours. And then if you also had an Instagram order, it'd be great if you said that, because it's kind of like, I didn't expect when I started this process, this process grew and it's been really rewarding, but it also, I think logistically, if I had set out to do as much as I ended up doing, I would have set some stuff up logistically at the beginning. Definitely. One of the things that happened yesterday when white invoices have been slow to go out is I accidentally messed up my spreadsheet, and I had to check every single order by hand, like recheck every single order. And that was a good process because I did miss a few, like find a couple that I'd missed, but it was crazy. So claim as you go. Once I've responded to all of your comments, email this email address, and then shipping is flat rate $5 to the US. International, I will just pull the quote for what your actual shipping would be, and then you can tell me yes, you want to do that or no. If you buy $35 worth of stuff and you're in the US, I will cover your shipping, so you'll get free shipping, and that is on combined across Instagram and all 3 YouTube videos, like combined, because I'm going to ship it all out at the same time to you. So like if you already ordered like $10 worth of stuff and you order more today, I will combine them and ship them out together. And if both orders total $35, I will back your shipping total out so that you get free shipping. I'm hoping to start ship orders on Monday. I have all the materials to ship it, and it's really just a matter of I need to get the patterns organized in an easier way. And I thought I was going to be doing that today and tomorrow, and then this having to redo the spreadsheet like slowed me down. So I am going to get some orders out Monday, but they won't all go out Monday. And if you order stuff on Sunday, you may not even have your invoice by Monday. So just know like you're in line, and I'm getting the invoices out as I can get them out, and then I will ship them out as I can ship them out. You will not lose your spot in line. Okay, let's start. Oh, I thought maybe it'd be fun to show you before we dive in what two things that I put up for sale and then I just changed my mind about. So I was gonna sell this pattern, and then I just decided absolutely not. I'm gonna stitch. I want like this one and this one. So this is something that I pulled out, photographed to sell, and then I like had a panic attack. And then this is one that I listed on Instagram, and when I didn't sell on Instagram, I decided I'm not selling it. It's this little, it's called Calico and Quilts, but I want to do this little Noel. So of all of the 570 items that I have listed across both platforms and the extra like 30 or 40 I'm going to show you guys that didn't even get listed, so like 600 things, these are the two that I changed my mind. So if you're like, does she even like vintage patterns? I love vintage patterns, but I don't stitch enough of them, which is a thing I'm going to change going forward. Okay, let's get started. So the first one is a Victorian. It's Charles Holbrook Mansion. I had 2 copies of this. So one sold on Instagram, and so I'm going to sell one to you guys. Use the word Holbrook, Holbrook. This next one is one that I have 2 copies of, but I might have 3 copies of it. So one sold on Instagram. So I have one for you guys. But if you want to be in line, if you also want this and you're like, definitely put yourself in line for it, because I might actually have 3 copies of it. This is West Bluff Road, Macadac Island, Michigan. Use the word bluff, Bluff. Okay, this is something I picked up at a thrift store today. I went out thrifting to find manila folders to organize this project, and I have been to 3 thrift stores and I have not found them, and it's so annoying. But I did find 3 cross stitch patterns when I was out today, and I was like, those are good. I think they have to go out today. So this is a copy of Hearts of Plenty. This is a Mill Hill book. I showed this on another YouTube video, and it sold. And I didn't want to go back and figure out, like, did someone get in line for it? This is a totally different copy. I just bought this today, so we will treat this as a totally separate entity. So if you want this, use the term Mill Hill, Mill space Hill. And they're just these cute little hearts. Okay, this is another one where I had a copy put up on Instagram. It sold. And then I saw one in the thrift store today, and I was like, okay, well, if somebody wants it, and it's also one I took out of my personal collection. So like, if nobody wants it, it's like I'll just put this copy back in my personal collection. But this is from Jeanette Crew Designs. It's poinsettias and holly, and use the term holly, Holly. I just think it's so sweet, and I won't be sad if I end up having that back. Okay, this is from Craftways. This is another one that I saw this morning. This is called Stars of the North, and it's the sweetest little polar bears. So the thrift stores near me, because I run a thrift shopping channel and I'm always looking for cross stitch, they get sold out of cross stitch really fast. And so what's left over are things that I personally chose not to buy typically. But I decided to look over that again today. And this was there. And I'm sorry, this is the cutest thing I've ever seen. So if you want this, use the word North, North. Like, that guy is precious, but then that one's also precious. And it's like a pretty nice size. You got a lot. Okay, this is one I totally forgot to list on any platform. This is the Golden Gate Bridge. So if you want this one, use the term Golden Gate. And it seems like the pattern is nice and big. All right, I listed so many Victorians on my Instagram that I think people were just like, I think I flooded the Victorian market over there. So some of the really good ones did not sell. Like this one didn't sell. This is Starrett House. And I don't know where it's located, but it's really good. So if you want this, use the term Starrett, Starrett. So 2 R's, 2 T's. All right. This one is another just a chart from Janlin. I listed 2 in the last YouTube video, or one of the YouTube videos, and I forgot this one. This one's called Northern Lights. So if you want this one, use the term Northern Lights, Northernlights. Okay. This one is one I think it's out of print. It's Little House Needleworks. I think it's out of print. I've listed on Instagram and other destashes, but not this one. Um, and I cannot find any like record of it. I listed it on my Instagram destash for a little bit more than maybe people wanted to pay for it because it I could not find a copy, so I figured it must be out of print. But I've tried to sell it. I think for $7. If you're a Little House Needleworks fan, you'll want it, and maybe it just doesn't deserve out of print pricing. It says day and night, star, sea, land, plants, seeds, living creatures. That's very sweet. We're a little gloomy outside, but I didn't want to use the ring light because it makes like things like this very hard to see. So we'll just be a little gloomy today. Oh, this is the third thing. I didn't allow myself to give this a reprieve, but it almost got one. This is Quilts by Diane Arthurs. And there's something about the Sunshine Yellow palette that I just really love. Obviously, I've shown you guys a lot of quilts over the last week, but that one I really loved. So for this one, use the term 1388, 1388. Okay. I have tried to sell these many times. I've tried to give them away on my channel many times. I don't know what it is about this prairie schooler that people are not interested in. So maybe me talking about it. I don't do a lot, well, to be helpful, I don't do a lot of stitching that's about stitching. But this one is called the Needle's Eye, and it has those designs. And it says the needle's eye is the needle's eye is wide enough for two friends. And then this one says where needles go, thread follow. And it's just very sweet about stitchy friends. I don't stitch a lot of things about stitching, but I have 2 copies of this. I've tried to sell it many times. So I've tried to sell it 2 or 3 times and I've tried to give it away. So if that's something for you, definitely put yourself in line for it because I have 2. Okay. I've also tried to sell this one twice and this makes me sad because I really like it. This is Autumn Harvest. Oh, I'm sorry. For this one, use the term needle's eye. Needleseieye. Okay, I love this. I think it's so sweet. I think it's charted for like I think you get a light blue 8A. You don't stitch the whole thing, but you might. I don't know for sure. Yeah, the way it's charted, it's like a no background, so you put it on whatever, like on a blue, but you could change that. But I think it's so sweet. So use the term autumn, AUTUMN, autumn. And that bums me out that nobody's won that one so far. It's so good. Okay. This is another one. This was like a folder of things I guess I tried to sell before and then like was worried that they weren't going to get. But anyway, this is Bent Creek Winter House. It was like a Bent Creek kit. Obviously, this is pattern only, but how sweet is that? So for that one, use the term winter house. Winter house. All right. This is a cross stitch N Hardanger pattern. And based on how the adjacent, like the cross stitch adjacent stuff went last time, I was pretty surprised that enough of you guys are like also into Hardanger. So this is a Hardanger and cross stitch. It's called the Elegant Needle. So use the term elegant. That's what the pattern looks like. Elegant. Oh, wait a minute. This book has. Okay. Oh, this book has a lot of patterns. Yeah. Okay. This book has a lot of patterns. So if you are interested in doing some Hardanger and needle and cross stitch, those are really pretty. So elegant. This is another one that did not sell on Instagram before. I didn't even list it this time. This is from Cattle Creek. This is the Annapolis Heirloom Collection. And so that's the cover. This is just one that's kind of hard for people to get their head around. And also, like, it's Annapolis, Maryland, so you kind of got to have a Maryland connection. But that is the picture of the model. You can tell how old this pattern is. So use the term Annapolis. And if you want this pattern, you probably know how to spell it because you would be Maryland related to Maryland in some way. Okay, this next one is so pretty. I have no idea why this one didn't sell because the other ones I've had like this have sold. I didn't list this on this Destash though. And I do think this Destash grew to such a wide, crazy level that people saw stuff that maybe wouldn't have seen it. Like, but I didn't relist it. So this is Summer Reverie from De La Tour Designs. She's freaking gorgeous. So if you want this, use the term Reverie, Reverie. And I know I'm going fast. I have a lot to get through, and I have to go pick up my kids in 45 minutes. So feel free to pause and rewind to get the word if you miss it. Okay, this next one is Folk Art Spring Angel from Fancy That. And when I got this, I had another one just like it that sold, but this one didn't. So use the term Spring Angel. Spring Angel. This is another Hardinger and sampler, Hardinger and cross stitch booklet. It's called Hardinger Sampler Wreath. That's what you make. Obviously, you don't need to turn them into pillows, but that's kind of cool. For that one, use the term Hardinger Wreath. If you can do Hardinger, you can probably spell it. Okay. I'm realizing something about one of the patterns I already showed you guys, and I need to look at. Okay. This next one is Kathy, Designs and Kind of Cross Stitch. It says your mother knows what you're doing. And then it also has only you can prevent daylessness. These are sweet. I think they're also very indicative of a culture that I thought we were leaving behind. Maybe we're not. But for those of us who grew up with Kathy cartoons in the newspaper, they're very funny. Chocolate is my life. I've survived yesterday. I cooked, you clean up. For a delicious meal, remove apron and take me out to dinner. I'm trying to study. I'm busy wasting my time and cramming for exams. So if you have a Kathy fan in your life, for that one, use the term Kathy, Cathy. Okay, this is another from the Annapolis series, and I just realized the last one is the Annapolis waterfront, but just use the term Annapolis for that one. But this one is the Naval Academy, and obviously the Naval Academy has a wider national audience. That's the picture of the model. So use the term naval, Naval. All right. I sold a companion chart to this, but I forgot to list this one on Instagram. This is Beauty's Holiday from Jeanette Crew Designs. And it seems like it's Valentine's Day, but no, they're Christmas. It's Christmas. Obviously Christmas. It's like more, the palette for Christmas is more like the pinks. Look at that guy. So if you want this one, use the term UD. That's U. No, it's not. It's Y. It's YUDI. Okay. I forgot to list this one. I don't know if I've ever listed this one on anything. This is Country ABCs. I might have listed it on an Instagram Destash before. I probably did, but I can't remember. So if you like this one, use the term Country ABC. You don't have to use the S. Country ABC. Okay, this is one that every time I listen on Instagram, I have to block out what the pattern is. So I think that's, and I think it will be good to explain it. So this is United States Marine Corps cross stitch patterns. So you can see like that's the cover. I don't have any like pictures to show, and so it's never moved on Instagram because they're all like this. But it's a book of Marine Corps related cross stitch patterns, none of which have mock-ups or models. So you've got the Semper Fidelis, that. So I feel like you either know you need a Marine Corps pattern book in your life, or you know you don't need one. So if you, I'm going to show you the last two. So USMC, and then an alphabet to customize and personalize things. So if you feel like this is something you want to stitch for yourself or your family or anyone in your life, use the term Marine. MARINE. Okay. This is Folk Art Christmas Angel by Fancy That. You can use the term Christmas Angel. Okay. This is another one where it's nice to be able to explain it in video what's happening. So this is a dimension kit called Country Bunnies. I don't have the kit or the cover sheet. I just have this. No way you're stitching it off that. And with dimensions kits where you just get the pattern, you need to like Google online and dimensions to DMC conversion to be able to figure out like best colors, even if you want to ultimately change it to something else. You can Google it. I think it's very sweet, but again, I have no cover. So if you want this, put Country Bunnies. Okay. This is a Leisure Arts booklet that was a supplement to the For the Love of Cross Stitch. It's called Christmas Aglow. And there they have it as the top of a stocking on the cover. But I think when I've tried to sell it on Instagram, people just didn't get how extensive it was. It has that. It's crazy. I'm going to move all these vintage patterns and I'm still going to be basically living in an LNS. It has these gorgeous ones. Metallic ornaments. And then it has the stocking topper. Oh, and it has this cool, I don't know if cool is the right word, but it has this beautiful, oh, come all ye faithful piece. So if you want this one, use the term aglow, AGLOW. All right, this is Renaissance Angel. And I think that's the only pattern in the book. Yeah. So this is Renaissance Angel. Use the term, it's by True Colors. Use the term 10176. 10176. Right there. Because this is Renaissance Angel 2. So for this one, we're going to use the term 10186. 10186. Between spell and Renaissance a million ways, in fact, there's two of them. I need you guys to use the numbers. I don't know if I listed this anywhere, anytime ever. This is Folk Art Favorites from Dimensions. It's beautiful. These seem like they'd be really fun Easter. Each flower is a soul opening out to nature. This one says faith, hope, love. So that was Folk Art Favorites, and use the term use the term 177. 177. Okay, this is Currier and Ives, an heirloom collection from 1984. If it's in this, it means I literally took it out of my own binder. I just know I'm not going to stitch it, but I love looking at it. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Does it have two charts in it? My phone storage is full. I don't know how much of you guys, I figured out that this has two patterns like as we were filming. It's gorgeous. I just love this. But I know I'm not going to stitch it. And I don't need to just look at it in my book and be happy. Use the term use the term courier, Currier. Oh, I hope that goes to a good home. Okay. This is a Just Nan ornament. Now I need to explain it the way I explained some similar ones in another video. I've never posted this on Instagram because this is all I have, right? This is the free ornament that was given out in stores. This was given out at the Silver Needle. However, I know I'm not going to stitch it, and I think it's probably free. Like, I think you could probably go find it, but some people just like to stitch on paper and prefer to stitch on paper. So if you want the original freebie paper copy of this Just Nan chart, it's $7 just like everything else. But so like I'm not giving it away for free because I mean what you're buying is not the right to the pattern so much as the nice cardstock printed out version of it that you can stitch from if you don't like to stitch electronically. So if you like that, if you want that one, put just Nan, just, and then Nan, N-A-N. All right. Again, one I took literally out of my own binders. Pucker Brush County Revisited. I had a lot of pucker brush up on Instagram. Some went, some did not. I love this one. If you like this, put Revisited, and it comes with all of those charts. Revisited. Okay. Another one I took out of my own collection and really love, but just know I'm not going to stitch. Okay, I'm not going to stitch it. I just know I'm not going to stitch it, but it's Apples and Pears. If you want to use the term apples, it's a Leisure Arts pamphlet. It's so good. I want somebody to take it and actually stitch it because I think it's so beautiful. Apples, A-P-P-L-E-S. Okay. I did not post this on Instagram because there were a couple things where every time I tried to post on Instagram, Instagram would say it was a copy. I was selling like counterfeit goods, which made no sense because it's like old cross stitch patterns. But I think they were like, I don't know. Anyway, so this is a Marjolaine Bestelin pattern called Roses. Yeah, I'm not sure why Instagram is giving me problems. But if you want this, use the term Rosa, R-O-S-A, R-O-S-A. All right, this is Pucker Brush Christmas Remembered. Again, one I literally took out of my binders because I just have to be honest with myself that I'm not going to get it stitched, but they're so good. Like, look at that one. So, use the term Christmas Remembered. Christmas Remembered. All right. Now, this is another Marjolaine Bestelin. This is the one that actually was giving me trouble. These from her are from Lenart. I saved one from her that I know I am going to stitch, and I just know I'm not going to do that and a bunch more. So this is Spring Joy. So if you want this one, use Spring Joy. I just love them. They're so cheerful. I know I'm not going to stitch two of them, so I need to get the other ones out. Okay, this is another one I took out of my personal collection. I love it. It's called Hair Ribbons. It's a Leisure Arts kit. I just know I'm not going to get to it anytime soon. I have so much Easter stitching on my plate. And if it was meant to be, I'll find another one. But use the term Hair Ribbons, H-A-R-E. Or just use the term hair, H-A-R-E. Okay. This next one, I took pictures of it to list for my personal collection. And then I ended up not listing it because it is like closed, but I couldn't figure out the name of it. So I couldn't look up anything about it to figure out anything about it. So I have no idea who made it, but look how cool it is. And I love it. I just know I'm not going to get to it. But I couldn't list it because I couldn't be like, this is who it is. And I didn't want to deal with opening the whole, like it's like sealed in there. So if you want this one, use the term, if you want this one, use the term wagon, because I think that's like a horse-drawn wagon. I don't know. W-A-G-O-N. Okay. This next one was a supplement to, I think, Leisure Arts. And it's called Ornament Medley. So originally it was free, but now it is a vintage booklet of patterns. And it gives you details for making these frames. But those are the patterns that I was keeping it for. And then it's also got those beauties. So if you want this one, use the term medley, M-E-D-L-E-Y. Okay, this one is a color charts one. It is Gentle Breeze, and I really, 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 really wanted to keep it, and I took it out of my binders because I'm not going to get to it. But it's so good, and if you want to use the term gentle, G-E-N-T-L-E. Okay, these next two, I think, are the last ones that I took out of my personal collections. I cannot believe this one didn't sell, and I think it's because people just didn't get it. So this is Heidi Poet. It contains 9 Christmas charts, and they're amazing. And it's all 9 of them. Plus, I think you get these weird little Santas or snowmen. They're not sure. But the reason I really want it was for this. And then I bought that Liz Matthews giant cardinal that's so beautiful that came out at Jingle Ball, and it's like, how many cardinals am I going to stitch? But oh my God, this is so good. So somebody, well, if you don't buy it, I'll be happy. But if you do buy it, I'll be happy too. So it's okay. Use the term poet, P-O-E-T. All right, this next one is from Dimensions. It's Santa's Helpers. And I was keeping it for this guy, and I cannot believe it didn't sell. And I was contemplating not putting it back, but no, like I'm not going to get to it, but it's so good. So if you want this one, use the term, use the number 114, 114. Oh, the light in here. Okay. The next one is Stick Victorian House from New Dawn Designs. I had another one that's called Tower Victorian House that sold, but this one just didn't sell. If you want this, use the term stick, S-T-I-C-K. All right. This is Chris Moose on the Loose from Alma Lynn. And so 90s. Look at that. Look at how 90s that is. All right. If you want this one, use the term loose, L-O-O-S-E. All right. Regimental Stripes from the Cricket Collection. This didn't sell. It's very vintage, like ties, which I kind of love, but it did not sell. So use the word stripes. This is a Victorian. This is Christmas 1996 Drain Castle in Oregon. Basically, it's just a Victorian that is a specific Victorian, but it's at Christmas time. So use the word drain. Okay, this one didn't sell. I need to do some. I have some explaining to do about it. This is Field and Streams Volume 2. So you got that guy. But then you also have, oh no. Okay. I was thinking this was one that had something like a hunting rifle in it, but it doesn't. Okay, if you want this one, use the term Fields, F-I-E-L-D-S. Okay, this is Cheese Board. It's amazing. I put up on Instagram on another Destash. It didn't sell. I didn't list it this time. Use the word cheese, C-H-E-E-S-E. I'm sorry, but like that is stunning. Okay, this is Father Christmas by Betty Ashley. And it has multiple charts in it. It has that chart, and then it has these 3 little ones. Use the term Father Christmas. Father Christmas. I didn't check if that one did. I gotta skip these next 3 for. All right. I think they sold, and I don't have time to stop and check, and I don't want to risk that they didn't, so I'm going to take those out. Okay. This next one is Merry Christmas by Astor Place, and this is Santa. And if you want this, use the term HS53. 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 Okay, this is the Lord's Prayer. I have 2 copies of the Lord's Prayer, but they're very different. This one's from Praying Hands. I really like the way that this one is done. And those are not backstitch. Those are X's that are backstitched around them. So if you want this one, you say Lord's Prayer. Lord's Prayer. This is Santa's Ark. Honestly, as a concept, it didn't make any sense to me, but the patterns are cute. And it has this tree with like birds and animals in it. So I guess the concept is just not so much literally Noah's Ark, but just Christmas animals. But there is also an ark. All right, so use the term ark, A-R-K. Okay. Okay. Coral angel trumpeter. Use the term coral. We gotta go faster because I literally am not halfway done. Okay. Seasons of fun in waste canvas. Use the term fun. Young folk. Use the term young folk. Cricket collection. Okay. This is a Janlin kit for an Afghan. It's called Cheerful Snowman. So it doesn't come with any of the materials. You'll have to kit it up yourself. But Cheerful Snowman. So use the term cheerful. This is Phyllis Louise from the Faces collection from Barbara Bourgeot Richard from 1998. Use the term faces. Okay, this is an Astroplace Joy to the World. Use the term joy to the world. I like these Astroplaces. Okay, this is Fulton Mansion. Use the term Fulton, Fulton. Ribbon Alphabet. Use the term ribbon, RIB. Actually, I'm sorry, use the whole thing, Ribbon Alphabet. And it's literally like a very 80s style alphabet in ribbons. All right, now we're into the stuff that I know was all mostly up on the Instagram account and did not sell this time. So this is Hearts and Lace sampler. Use the term Hearts and Lace. Very pretty. I had another one from this designer in this series that did sell, but that one didn't. This is Linden Hall. Oh, sorry, Hearts and Lace. Use the term Hearts and Lace. Use the term Linden, Linden. That's so pretty. Okay. The Calico collection. Use the term calico. You can see. And now that I'm going fast, you're welcome to claim it if you like it and then go do a deeper Google and be like, oh, actually, no, I've changed my mind. That's fine. This is the gingerbread mansion. That is so pretty. Use the term gingerbread. All right. Use the term for this one. This is called Protected by Angels. Use the term protected. This is Angels on Duty. Use the word duty, D-U-T-Y. This is Very Best for Baby. And these are pretty sweet. Like the artwork style is very sweet. And it's a thick book. Book. Use the term best for baby. Best for baby. This is Alma Lynn down Santa Claus Lane. And some of these are really good. I like this one the most, I think. So use the term Santa Claus Lane. Oh, this is Nicholas. I'm so mad he didn't sell. Look, he's so funny. I love him. The Santa. If this is your Santa, use the term Nicholas. Nicholas. Okay. This is Memories and Miniature. And if you want this, use the term or use the number 309. 309. All right, this is Dale Burdett, A Beautiful Look. It's got a lot in it, but it's like this kind of style. Learn to design. It's like borders and alphabets and stuff. It's got a lot of stuff in it. Use the number 7143. 7143. All right, this is Pucker Brush Goes Back East. Also amazing. Use the term back east. Oh, love it. Okay, this is Cross Stitch Baby Borders. Look at that clown border. That's nuts. Use the term clowns. But it also has just all this other stuff in it. It's really pretty. All right. elegant alphabet. I think we already used the word elegant. So it's letters that are kind of in this style. So use the number 6109. 6109. Goose Gallery. Look at these guys. I love these geese. I love a goose. All right, not in real life. Use the term gallery, the word gallery. This is rosebuds. So this is this rosebud pattern and then this alphabet. And then you can do things like that with it. So use the term rosebud. Rosebud. Okay, the next one requires explanations. I have 2 copies of this pattern, but they come in 2 different formats. And I sold one on Instagram, but I couldn't find which one she claimed. So whichever one you claim will be the one that's not posted on Instagram because I can't change it for her. But so if you want this one, it's Garden House. It looks like that. And it also comes with 2 supplemental patterns. And it comes, both booklets come with the same supplemental patterns. So this is by Donna Barton. So if you want it, claim Garden House. I just don't know which one you're going to end up with. It could be this one, it could be this one, same pattern. So Garden House. Okay, this one is Ziggy. This is another one Instagram thought was like counterfeit. So funny. So use the term Ziggy. It's got designs in it like that, very 80s. And okay, this is the Lord's Prayer. This is the other copy of the Lord's Prayer in a very different style. These are backstitched words. So this Lord's Prayer is from Stony Creek. So use say number 7, like the hashtag ampersand hashtag 7. All right, this is a pair of stockings. I can't believe this didn't sell. Look how good they are, especially obviously this one. All right, this is called Christmas Memories. I want you to use the word Anita, Anita. I think they're so good. Okay, this is like the first thing I posted and it didn't sell and I'm so sad about it, but the picture is so small. This is called California Dream by Meredith Mark Designs, and it's a like a California sampler-esque situation. So I use the word California Dream. Just write the whole thing out. California Dream. This is Vineyards, Vintners, and Vintages. It's got Ryan Castle, and it's got all of these in there. Blue Nun. I mean, I think this is cool. If you want this, use the word vineyard. Okay, I had 2. I'll do them together. Okay, this is Alphabets from Leisure Arts. It's 4 needlepoint or cross stitch, but they're like very funky and cool alphabets. So use the Leisure Arts number 32. I bought it at Joann's Needlecrafts in Ada, Oklahoma. Use the number 32. Okay, this is Roses for Anne. This is originally for an Afghan, but you can put it on anything. Or they show it as finished as an Afghan, but it's just flower patterns, rose patterns. So if you want this one, use the word Anne, Anne. I'm saving that one to do. Okay, this is Cross Stitcher, June 1992. It's hard when you're flipping through magazines to know actually what's in the magazine and what is not. This elephant walk chart is in here. This Le Fleur. Oh, that actually. Okay, now I'm regretting this situation, but I can't stitch everything. So that's if you want this, use the term. It says that's 22 charts in it. Use the term June space 1992. June 1992. Okay, this is Ribbons and Flowers from Barbara and Cheryl Present. And it is like this. It is like an alphabet with some wreath patterns separate and floral patterns separate. If you want this, use the term ribbon and flowers. So write it out, ribbon and flowers. You can do an and or an ampersand. All right, the next one is another dimensions kit that's pattern only. And this is Noah's Ark. The kit was called Side by Side. I think this kit is still in print. So obviously, it's going to be more than $7. So this way, you get the pattern. You just kit it up yourself. And for this one, use the term Noah, Noah. Oh my gosh. Okay. This next one is Centennial Bridal Bouquet from the Silver Lining. Last time I said that the Silver Lining was the name of that pattern, and it wasn't. The name of the pattern is at the top. So this is Centennial Bridal Bouquet from the Silver Lining. So if you want this, use the term bridal, BIRLD, BIRDAL. Oh, I'm tired. Okay, but we're getting down to it. Precious Moments Book 2 from Gloria and Pat has a lot of cute things in it. Here's the spread of some of the stuff that's in it. And also, if you claim it, you can then go Google what's in it to see if you still want it. So for this one, use PM2, PM and the number 2. This is inspirational thoughts from Imaginating. It says things like, let every action be mine. Very religious. Peace be with you. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. Very religious. If you want this, use the term inspirational. Okay. We're getting down to it, but not as far as you would think. We have 18 left. Okay. I just pulled out a couple things that I don't have time to sit here and explain the whole thing. So this is Country Christmas Miniatures. And I love that. And these would all look good, better on different fabrics. So if you like this, use the term from Burdette Publications. Use the word bless our house because that's what's in there. I'm not sure what combination I've used of other things. So bless our house. All right, this is Favorite Quilt Squares number 1. I had like 4 from the series, and I think 1 sold and the others didn't. I like them all, but I would only ever stitch 1 in my lifetime. So for this one, use use the number 37, just the number 37. This is Blue Angel Organetist from Fuller Needleworks. So I had the green drummer in the last video, and somebody did snatch that. And then this one we had 2. I use the word, use the word Blue Angel. Blue Angel. This is a blazing star quilt pattern block from Simply Old Fashioned. So use the word blazing. This is Glen Auburn in Natchez, Mississippi. You can use the word Auburn, AUBURN, by Debbie Patrick. This is Palms and Pineapples. Use the word palms. Okay, I gotta go super fast. This is Bookmark Mania 4. Use the term bookmark. This is Quick and Easy Stitches. Use the term easy. And this is Red Hot Mamas. Use the term mama, M-A-M-A. This is Southwest Influence. You can use the term Southwest. This is the Living Southland. You can use the word, just use the word South. It's cotton and magnolias. Might be gardenias. It's this pretty flower. I think it's magnolias, but it might be gardenias. All right, this is just the pattern from the Pioneer Woman Charlie kit that I did. It doesn't have DMC numbers, but it has the name of, like, you can really kit it up with, like, based on you can convert it, but if you don't want to convert it, you can just pull it based on the picture because it's not that many flosses. Use the word Charlie. This is The Day We Wed. Use the term wed, W-E-D. This is Something Different. Let's Make a Point. Use the term point. Something Different, Hearts in a Row. Use the word row. I'm going to save a good one for the end. This is Quilt Classics. And I like the color. I mean, obviously with any of these quilts, you could change the colors, but these colors are crazy. So use the number 59. This is Country Collectibles from Dale Burdett. Use the number 501. 501. And this Cross My Heart, the first Christmas stocking, and it's a nativity Christmas stocking. That's really beautiful. And okay, I have to go. If you want anything, claim it. Email this email address. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Most Expensive Books is going to come out soon. And I will post in the community tab updates on this as we go. All right. Thanks so much. Bye.